Okay, so we've got a new point list for Genesis format. This is the October 27th, 2025 list. We're going to go ahead and go over it and see what changed. Personally, I'll let you know, I play 3 decks in this format. I play Eldritch, I play Generator, and I play Goatee. The deck it'll probably get hit is Generator. They'll probably hit something in Engine to make it so you can't play Calamity because the deck turboed it out and it was an issue. Goatee isn't going to get hit, I don't think. It might get better. And Eldritch isn't going to get hit. It might get better. The Floodgates are already hit. And yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we have Albion the Branded Dragon. It got hit from 0 to 20. That's not looking good for Branded already. Branded's a good deck, but a lot of the cards deserve the points, I feel like. The deck becomes inconsistent, but I don't think it lowers the power level of the deck. So if you open a busted hand, you could still end on the same board that you do in like the normal game. Let's see. We got Habakiri here. And 0 to 100, so you just can't play Mitsu anymore. Cool. Their Prayers and Ritual are both... I can't remember how many points there are. I know they cost something, though. So it's just unplayable now. That's kind of sad. Banquet of Millions, 0 to 51. Makes sense. Banishing the opponent's entire extra deck is really good. Let's see here. Baron de Fleur, 85 to 80. That's fine, I guess. I play it in Goatee, so that helps me out a little. Every barrier statue from 60 to 70, I think every one of them should just go to 100. It's like why not? The whole thing about traditional format is like ban the floodgates, get rid of it. Yeah, put them all at 100. It's fun. Bleeds out Black Dragons. Okay, 0 to 100 makes sense. I think that's something like some people were calling for too. They wanted that to happen. Black Garden from 0 to 51. There was a Black Rose FTK, I believe. So it's good that they're doing this. Makes the game unfun. I want interaction in my games. Black Wing Assault Dragon from 0 to 1. Okay. Bramble Rose Dragon from 0 to 1. So more Black Rose hits. Branded Fusion from 33 to 40. Man, poor Branded players, man. If there's any Branded players down in the comments, let me know what happens now. Like, how do you play the deck? Yeah, and then Bregrand. Is it Bregrand? Bregrand? The Glory Dragon. It's another Branded card. 0 to 10. More Branded hits. Bro. There's so many cards that I don't know how to pronounce on here. I should. Dark World was like way before my time playing the TCG. I got into it during TOS format. That was like my golden days. Card is safe return from 40 to 33. Makes sense. It's a cool card, though. It's a fun card. Cosmic Blazar from 1 to 21. This card is such a ridiculous boss monster. I wouldn't say it necessarily deserved it because any deck that can put it out, it's probably the only thing they're doing. Now, Synchro decks might have to pivot into something else for a big old boss monster. Crimson Dragon from 100 to 80. So they did that on purpose so you can't play Cosmic Blazar and Crimson in the same deck. DD Dynamite from 0 to 51. I don't know what they did with it. I don't know if it could have been part of a FTK or something else, but it is a burn card. Domain and Frenzy from 0 to 1. Last turn is going to be at 100 on this list, guaranteed. Ditto Warrior, 0 to 7. Makes sense. It is one of the best starters for Onomat Rizal. So I'm glad they finally hit this. A lot of people wanted this to get hit. So 21 points just for a good starter. It's going to allow them to, unless they have to invest less into their non-engine now, just because the starter is so important. Impulse from 30 to 25. I like that. I think Impulse, if you can fit it in a deck and put it in a really bad deck, it warrants that deck being played. Like, you put Impulse in any deck, you can play it. And Spiral from 10 to 5. I don't know what plays Spiral. I guess Fire King. That's the only thing I can really think of. Dragon's Mind from 0 to 7. That's fine. 2,500 attack or defense. Omni Negate, I believe. So it's Trap. So you have to be willing to invest points into your side deck now, which a lot of people aren't willing to do because you're only seeing those cards technically half the time if you win your first game. We'll see if people still play it. We'll see. Osla Piku, 0 to 51. I don't even know what people did with that. Emergency teleport, 40 to 35. That's cool. I know Punk Gold Pride's pretty good, or can be good if it goes off. So that's fine. And it's such a high investment. Like, you're probably only going to play one anyways. We have Gishki cards. Gus Kraken, Mind August. And that is 0 to 1 and 67 to 100. Or, no, sorry. 0 to 100 and then 0 to 1. I don't know what Gishki does, but I know back in the day it was really scary and they could like hand loop you and like it was like an FTK pretty much. So it's probably a good thing they're hitting these cards. Ouroboros, good, 67 to 100. So you probably don't play this at all and on a Matt Rizzo anymore because you want to invest the points into your great starter, which is like probably one of the best starters in this format. It's just not worth it. Yeah, a hand loop for 2 ain't worth it. You can't consistently make it without the starter. We got a Tinky here. We got from 40 to 35. That's fair. I think it could go down lower. I don't know what else plays it other than Fire King, because like you don't play Tri Brigade in this format. You just can't. There's no links. Really fine. Flying Sea, they're doing the thing again. They're giving these side deck cards that everyone in the world puts into their side deck and giving them points. Not to try to push you away from it, I don't think, but you're just investing. So, like, if you want to put Flying Sea in your deck, that's like 1/5 of your total points, pretty much. It's 21 points, but close enough. Fossil Dig from 40 to 35 makes sense to me. I don't think dinos have been crazy in this format, so keep lowering it. Let's see if dinos can do some stuff. It's been a while since we've seen dinos. Gem Knight Lady Lapis Lazuli, 0 to 51. That's fine. I think Gem Knight did some. You can build the deck. You can build the deck two ways. You can make a going first build, the FTKs, if you want, or you can do the standard like going second build with the new support. Now you have to invest more points into engine. So your board breakers going second, like Lightning Storm, Harpies, Raigeki, Dark Holes, like that, you probably won't be able to fit them anymore. We have, Mourner and Ogre here. We went from 7 to 3 and 5 to 3. They're both great cards, I think. And I like when they lower a point total for something this generic. That way, if you're playing a really bad deck, like a pet deck that you really like, you can throw these in the deck and it's fine. And especially Mourner in this format, it's not as... The ceiling isn't as high usually in every format for Genesis from what we've seen. Ceiling being not the stupidly overbroken cards like let's say like True King, like Calamities. Like that's a crazy ceiling, I know, but most decks don't make Calamities. So stuff like that's great. Let's see, more Gishki cards, Aquamirror and Necromirror. We got a point on each one. And we got some Gladiator Beast cards here. So Gladiator Beast seems like a really good deck for going second, but the point total was way too high to run the non-engine to make it good. So let's see what we got here. Geyserus, I believe is how you pronounce it. We went from 20 to 0. Cool. That's good. We went from, let's see, Gladiator Beast Tamer Editor. We went from 20 to 33, so that went up. I can't remember what that does. I believe Proving Ground is the searcher, right? It's the consistency spell. Proving Ground went from 33 to 25, went down by 8. And Rejection, Gladiator Rejection, we went from 15 to 10. So I'm glad they're taking some points off of these cards. Gladiator Beast has a spot where he could shine, I'm assuming. Goblin Biker Grand Breakout from 0 to 7. I don't think they're hitting this card because of Goblin Biker. I think they're hitting it because of Memento. The Memento deck is already pretty inconsistent because there's some cards in Archetype that cost points, and this is going to make it less consistent. But the ceiling's still the same. The end board is crazy if you pop off. It's ridiculous. Let's see here. Gragnagel. Gragnagel? That's how you pronounce it, right? Gragnagel. Yeah, that. The Dust Dragon. This is another branded card. 0 to 10. I feel so sorry for branded players, man. I don't even know what this card does. Grassly Prison, 0 to 10. Gruesome Grave Squirmer from 1 to 0. Now, Yubel can be terrifying, and the ceiling is insane, especially if you want to put like Varudras in your deck. So hopefully there's no more unhits. Harpy's Feather Duster from 30 to 15, decreased by 15 points. I think that's fair. Harpies is a really good card, but a lot of people want to side it, and investing 30 points into one side deck card that might only come up against a back row deck isn't really worth it. We've got Heavy Storm from 20 to 10. I like that too. That's nice. More board breaking power. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. We went from 0 to 20. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity went from 1 to 21. Yeah, like the Red Dragon Archfiend deck is still a thing, but investing 21 points into the King Calamity makes a big difference. And don't get me wrong, if you make King Calamity and it hits board, you win, but Ichiki Sairu Hime, 0 to 5. I actually haven't read that card before, I think. Invoke Caliga went from 90 to 100. Poor Caliga. Iron Thunder went from 0 to 5. I'm assuming this is specifically because of Dinomorphia. It's just a free Omni, and it blows up everything in column, which is crazy. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so we got some Canine cards. We've got Noroi, went from 10 to 15. We've got Ripper that went down from 20 to 15. We've got Jokel, which went from 13 to 15. And then we've got Werewolf, went from 0 to 10. That's, like, fine. I think if you play Canine in this format, I don't really... I mean, it changes some stuff, but the deck's still the same deck. Like, I don't think much changes, especially with them decreasing Ripper for... This just gives you more consistency. I like that. I also, like, Canine's still a great deck, but there's certain issues where your opponent won't interact, just because a lot of people will play stuff in Engine, so if you go first with the Canine stuff... it's like fine. They're still great cards, but you have to have your opponents interact with them. That's what you want. That's why they're so good. Yep. Leviathan, from 0 to 1. That's not that bad. I think they're literally just doing that so you can't play Calamity in the deck. That's the only reason. Because this is like a must-have, I would say, in the deck. So we've got last turn. We went from 75 to 100, which is... I think very warranted. Last turn is a Ruling Nightmare, and you just don't want to play against it. Ruling Nightmare. Lightning Storm from 40 to 20. Good. I think Lightning Storm is a ridiculous card in this format, but the point total was too high to warrant playing it. So 20 is like perfect. So if you want to play like a main deck Engine and non-engine options that don't cost any points, you can side like... You can do like Lightning Storm Harpies inside now. That's... I like that. Lubellion the Searing Dragon from 33 to 10. That's good. That might balance out everything else. Not really, though. Just because of Branded Fusion. We'll see. I mean, who actually plays this version of Lubellion, though? Like, who actually does it? Like, this is just the one that... let's see if the extra deck. For rest of the turn is currently yeah, this is fine. I know some people cut this from their branded list. It's pretty interesting. So I guess they just decreased the points on it, just because like not everyone's playing it. Manju of 10,000 hands from 0 to 1. Wow. All right, let's go ritual decks. Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. Increase to 16. Now, this is the one really no one plays, right? Right? Masquerade's the one that burns. Hold on, let's check. Masquerade's the one that burns, right? Your opponent must pay 600 life points to activate cards or effects. Yeah. I mean, I guess in a lower power format, it's great, but I didn't think anyone played Masquerade. Okay. Megalith. Oh, man. So I ordered like Adamancipator Megalith. And I got a couple cards, but gosh, that's a big deal. That's such a big deal. Don't get me wrong, it's a crazy card, but Mize in the Battle Ninja decreased by 15. Went from 20 to 5. That's fine. Metamorphosis from 10 to 5. Yes. I played it in Eldritch. It's such a goated card. I'm completely fine with that. And no one else is playing it. Mirage Nightmare from 10. Ooh. Okay. 10 to 0. Mirror Jade from 33 to 10. Okay, so like the branded stuff's pretty balanced, I think. Prayers from 60 to 51 and Ritual 60 to 51. So it still doesn't matter. Yeah, Mitsu is so dead. Monster Reborn from make it 5. Monster Reborn's an awesome card for any deck. It just helps out the lower power decks, you know. Nash Knight, good. Toxic card, 0 to 10. Nerva, the Power Patron Creation. Okay, so we went from 0 to 5. Nib from 10 to 5. That's pretty good. You're going to see a lot more people maining Nib now. Nightmare Apprentice from 33 to 20. Nightmare Throne from 50 to 25. I think Yubel's a deck now. Foxy Tune from 0 to 5. Okay, so like yeah, they're just making they're literally just making Punk better. Cicada King from 0 to 5. That's just rank 3 spam slop, so that probably needs points on it, and it's genuinely a good card. Heraldry Crest. I don't think I have played this card before. Let's read it. If this card special summon, negate the effects of all other X-Ways monster currently on the field. You can target one other phase on the field until end phase. Okay, so that's just in the game for Ryzil. Got it. Dragoobleon went from 100 to 80. Cool. Dragonar went from 0 to 80. Okay. And Numeron Dragon went from 1 to 21. So notice how you still can't play Dragoobleon and Numeron in the same deck just because of whack for, is it 9k or 8k or it's something ridiculous. Yeah, okay. Enter Blathmere. So this is the card that you make in Generator. It's just a hand rip, usually. That's what you want to do with it. 0 to 13 is a big deal. I think I still play it. It's too good. Phantom Yubel from 50 to 76. Okay, that's good. Okay, so Yubel's balanced. I like that. Pot of Extravagance from 0 to 10. Yep. Everyone in the game was playing Extrav in their deck if they could. It was probably the best draw card generically in Genesis, so it deserves the points. Premature Burial went from 25 to 7. That's fine. No one was playing it. Enegiton. Is that how you... I'm reading the card. I've never read this card. Oh, this was the Dino support. This came out not too long ago. I remember this. Yeah, people played this in Generator. If this card's in your hand or graveyard, you can reveal one level 9 monster in your hand, except this. Special summon both this card and the reveal monster in defense position. You also cannot special summon the extract for the rest of the turn, except rank 9 or higher XYZ monsters. Yeah, you literally play this in Generator. I don't play it in my build. You can if you want to play like really high into the engine. It's a good card. Question from 0 to 11. Okay. Vanishing Lanius. Decreased by 5. Interesting. Raid Raptor seems like it'd be a cool deck. And this format. Red Ice Flare. Metal Dragon from 0 to 1. Okay. Reinforcements of the army from 40 to 35. That's fine. They could even bring it down a little bit, I feel like. We expected this. We expected Airlifter and Impulse to get points. So you only play 1 Airlifter and then you play 3 Impulse. Yeah, so 0 to 5, so that's 15. And then 5. So you're still investing 20 points into the engine, so 1/5 of your entire point count, which is fine. I think it's good enough of a small like draw engine that it warrants that. Retaliating Sea, 0 to 5. Yep, they're doing a thing where the generic side deck cards everyone can side in. Like most people aren't going to play them anymore just because of the point total. Reversal Quiz, 0 to 10. Yeah, no, 0 to 100. Hold on. I don't think Send all cards in your hand to the side of the field to graveyard. Call the type of card, spell, trap, or monster on the top of your deck, and if you call it right, exchange your current life points with your opponent. Yeah, it's just part of some FTK slop. Saravis. Okay. Decreased by 2. That's completely fine. Send you 1,000 hands. 0-1. Man, it and Manju? Interesting. Solemn Scolding. 0-5. It's just another Solemn card that was good that everyone sided. Terror Top. No, not Terror Top. No. Man, I guess it is one of the best level 3 extenders in the game. You grab it, you special it for free, grab Taka Tomborg, special it, and then that's a free rank 3 before you commit to your normal summon. So, Sprite Starter, decrease from 20 to 10. I like that. I like that. Sprend from 0 to 10. Okay. So the branded hits are balanced in a way. Cipher? This is the thing they played in Dragon Link, right? Oh, no. This is the Synchro Monster. It's just, let's see. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, get that effect, and just draw 1 card on the field. Oh, so it's really good. I think this is what you summoned off of... I don't even know how you get it on board. I guess you have to do it in, like, the pure Stardust, like, Dragon deck. Interesting. Super Poly from 10 to 13. Deserves it. Super Poly's crazy. Emergence, Sword Soul Emergence from 33 to 25. Sword Souls can be good in this format. Shuna from 33. Yeah, so, man. Sword Soul, like, is actually a good deck now. That is a big deal. The Dragon Devours the Dogma. Okay. 0 to 10. Fallen of the Virtuous. 0 to 15. More branded stuff. The Hidden City from 33 to 13. This is the Guru filled spell, right? Yeah, flip monster support, and then it searches Guru. I don't think the power ceiling's there, though. It's cool, and I played it back in the day. I played it when Verte first came out, and I bought the Verte and then couldn't afford the Dragoon, so I'm like, I'll just make Rainbow Neos with Verte. And you literally ended on that and like a pop. It was crazy. Titanclad from 0 to 10. Man, branded is crazy. They're hitting everything. Totem Bird from 0 to 3. Makes sense. It's one of the best generic rank 3s in the game. Spell Trap Negate, I believe. Trap Trick from 0 to 3. Yeah, Trap Trick is one of the best trap searchers in the game. So I'm glad it's got points. It deserves it. Treasures of the Kings, 0 to 5. Makes sense. Trishula, 3 to 13. Okay, that's fine. Union Hanger from 33 to 25. That's so sad. Make it 0. ABC's fine. Upstart Goblin from 0 to 3. It was the best, like, generically drawing spell in the game, especially now that life points don't matter. Okay, Vanquish Soul hits. Holy Sue from 10 to 33. I like that a lot. And then we have Jiaolong from 0 to 11, and we have Raisin from 0 to 11. Vanquish Soul's still good. It's just way less inconsistent. I think it's way better if you just open the Holly Sue, especially if you're going second. So them giving that up to 33, I think, is really good. World Legacy Monstrosity from 0 to 1. This is, I think it's just for Generator. Yeah. I haven't read this card. Hold on. Let's read it. Oh, it's the ninja support stuff. Okay. It's Fusion Summon, but cards, special summon or flip face up. You can banish one other ninja. Okay. It's just ninja support. That's fine. Okay. So we have some really good changes. I think they did a really good job. I do believe they did a very good job. We got decks out of the way that were an issue. We got some floodgates out of the way. They hit Generator. They hit Vanquish Soul. They hit Branded. I think it's good. They hit Ryzel. Like, I like it. Anyways, thank you for listening to me ramble about the points list this time. I'm getting back into the game currently. I've been playing Genesis a lot. I've been playing the normal game a lot. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. If you watch this far and you're a branded player, please let me know what you do with the deck now. I want a list. I want to know. But I will talk to all you guys later.